There we go. Lighting's starting to work. I just stay like this during the video. Bait's finally here from Afghanistan after 6 long months. I'm just finally glad to be back home. I'm glad to see my wife, and we have a daughter on the way, so we're really excited. So finally got here, and while I was gone, unfortunately my wife had to move everything from our old house, and we moved into a new one. So that's why you see this garage is a mess right now. There's boxes everywhere. So I'm in the process of cleaning it up, and then I'm going to turn it into my workshop where I make all my bait and stuff and work on my fishing poles. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update. But yeah, after being in Afghanistan for 6 months, like, I was having fishing withdrawals. So I was watching y'all's YouTube videos, and that's really what got me through the point when I was bored, at least. It's really hard to not even touch a bait for 6 months. So at least I got to watch your videos. So thanks to all you guys who post videos on YouTube about fishing. So, but I'm gonna get started. Let me see if I can, trying to find a good spot that I can show you guys. So I have good lighting, but this is not gonna work. Let's see. Let's zoom. There we go. All right, this will do. I'm going to show you guys a video of my rods and reels. I haven't, last time I made a video was like 2013, so I got a lot of new stuff that came in, a lot of stuff I'm going to try out before the year ends, so before the baby comes, so I have to get as much fishing in as possible. But to get started, I got a lot of different companies between rods and reels. Every time I find one I like, I find another one from another company, so I got a mix of everything. Lew's, Shimano, Daiwa, just some big names. But to get started, iRod. This is the iRod Genesis 2 flipping and pitching rod. This rod right here, or this series of rods, is probably my all-time favorite right now. The first one I ever got from it was a cranking rod. Every time I use it, it's just so well balanced. You put it in your hand, and it's incredibly light. It's got the beefy backbone, but it's got a forgiving tip. So this is a 7'7" heavy flipping and pitching. Like I said, I'm probably going to use it for my punching rod too, because it can throw up to a 2-ounce bait on this, and I'm probably put like 25 pound, or I'll put probably the Sunline FX2 frog and flipping, I think it is, braided line. But paired with it, I've got a Daiwa Zillion TWS series. So it's got the T-wing, if you can see right there how it engages. It's so you get less backlash and you get as much cast ability as possible. So they say you're supposed to be able to cast it further. I have not used this reel yet, but I've heard great things. One of my buddies turned me on to them. So yeah, that's my flipping, pitching / punching bait rod. I'm hitting everything with it. Next, I got another iRod. This one I'm really excited about too. It's another iRod Genesis 2. This one is a 7'2". This is the Stone Cold Swim and Vibrating Jig Rod. So this will be perfect for a chatterbait or your swim jigs. So nasty have bait swim jigs on here. But this, I just cannot get over how well balanced these rods are. Just great things about them. You hear great things from everybody. So paired with it, I got another. This is an older Zillion. This is the Team Daiwa Zillion. This is a 6-4 to 1 or 6-3 to 1 gear ratio. So this will be perfect for, you can even throw spinnerbaits on this rod. It'll be perfect for that. On that other one, I forgot to tell you that it was a 7-3 to 1 Zillion. So next I've got, this is my older Mojo bass. I've caught many fish on this thing, but I love it. This is it's a crankster, 7-foot crankster. It's a medium heavy crankbait rod. It's all graphite, so it's not glass. But I love this rod. I've caught so many big fish on it, and I use this for smaller crankbaits now. So I used to use it for lipless, but I've got a bigger rod for that. And then paired with it, I've got another Team Daiwa Zillion. This is a 6-3 to 1 gear ratio. So I'll be throwing smaller crankbaits on this one. This rod's, it's meant for smaller crankbaits. So next, I've got, I got to use this a lot right before I left for the deployment. So this is a Lew's Speed Stick by David Fritz, and it's called the Perfect Crankbait Rod. Awesome rod. It looks really beefy. Like, it's got this backbone that's really beefy, and it but when you put it in your hand, it's so light. I cannot believe how light it is, and so forgiving at the tip. So it has regular micro guides all the way down to the, or regular guides, excuse me, all the way down to the micro guides. So it's a really awesome rod. I caught some fish on it before I left. So and it's got the full cork handle, which I'm starting to really like. I like these, I think, better than the split grip. I don't know. I think you have better handle on the rod. I don't know what it is. Anyways, this is an awesome rod. It's only $80, $79.99. You can get them at Bass Pro, or I don't know if you can get them at Bass Pro. I got it at Tackle Warehouse. And I got it paired with a 5-3 to 1 Concept A 13 fishing reel. This is the one that has got the cork handles, super light reel, nice and compact, so it fits perfectly in your hand. This is just an awesome crankbait rod. So this is a 7-foot medium heavy, but killer rod for the price. You won't find much better than that for that price, under $100. Next, I'm really excited about this reel, but this is a Shimano Compre rod. It's a graphite rod. This is the Worm and Jig, 7'2". I think this is a medium heavy. All right. No, it's just medium. So this is a nice little rod for use it for Carolina rigs, or not Carolina rigs, Texas rigs, smaller jigs, up to a 1/2 ounce, I think, or 1/4 ounce, but I use up to 1/2 ounce. And then to pair it with my Shimano, I got a Shimano Scorpion. I just got this in the other day. My wife's like, we got something from Japan. Like, what the hell did you order that came from Japan? So I opened the box, and it's exactly what I thought it was. It's this is the Shimano Scorpion. This is the newest model. This is the, just like the Curado 200 E7. This is the same exact reel, but this is actually made in Japan. It's not the same exact reel, but it's made in Japan. A lot better quality. I didn't think it'd get better than a 200 E7 or the 200 E series. But this rod right here, this is even smoother than that one. So I'm really excited to try this one out. This is the 1500 series, so it's 6'3 to 1. On the Curado E's, they made a 6'3 to 1. I think it's 6'3 to 1. It's the 50E, but it's a lot. This is more like the 200 E7 and 200 E5. It's got the bigger spool. Like the 200 or the 50E was a lot smaller than this. So same gear ratio, but just bigger, so it holds more line. But it's gonna be a killer reel. I can't wait to use that. So that was my Worm and Jig rod, one of them. Next, I've got a Powell Diesel. This is an older rod. As you can tell by the grips, they're all torn up and stuff. This is an awesome, this is a cranking stick. It's 7 foot, I think it's medium. It's a glass rod, so it's a medium heavy 7 foot glass rod. So it's awesome for cranking. Just a little bit heavy compared to some of my other newer rods I got. So I paired with this one, I got another Team Daiwa Zillion. This one's 7 1 to 1 gear ratio. So I was using this for my lipless, so I like a really fast reel for my lipless. 'Cause, one of the lakes I fish at is really, really shallow, and they destroy the lipless in there. So I like something really fast so I can rip it through the grass really fast and get it back to the boat. Next, I've got another iRod. This is the first iRod I ever got. This is the Genesis 2 series, and this is the Gabe Rip Rap Special. It's a 7-foot medium heavy cranking rod. It's just unbelievable. I cannot tell you how much I love these rods and how well balanced they are. If you get a chance, go check one out. You can get them at Tackle Warehouse, any of the big online tackle dealers. It's kind of an underground company. I mean, everyone's heard of them, but it's not like you can't go to Bass Pro and get these. I think they're out of California, so just cool, a really cool rod company, and they have the best customer service. Like I had a friend that broke an iRod, and he ended up just had to pay for shipping, and they sent him a new one. So, but I use this one for medium to probably medium divers, and then paired with it, I've got this came out last year. This is a Lew's Tournament MB, so it's a more compact reel, and then I upgraded it with the Lew's power handle. Awesome, because it's got the EVA foam knobs, and they're bigger, so just really nice. It's a great reel. It retails for $140. Yeah, you can't really find. That's another great reel from Lew's. They make some awesome reels. Let's see. That's it for that rod. That was my medium diver crankbait rod. Next, like I said, I got like 17 rods, and I usually take out since I fish from a kayak, like 7 to 8 rods. So this is a Falcon Buku rod. It's 7-foot medium action. This isn't just an all-around rod. You can pretty much use for anything. I was using it for Texas rig. Really, really great rod. Can't say enough about this one either. It's just really well balanced. It's got the EVA foam grip, split grip, and I got paired with a Lew's Speed Spool Tournament Pro. I've had this one for, let's say, I'm saying 3 or 4 years now. This is one of their best reels I think they've made. Very light and very durable. This one is a 7, I'm pretty sure this is, where is it? Yeah, 7 1-to-1 gear ratio. So, really light, like I said, so this is really cool. Really good combo. Next, I've got a Veritas 2.0. They really did change these rods. A lot more sensitive and a lot more forgiving than the first ones. First one's really stiff, and I think I lost fish just because how stiff it was. The fish would rip it right out of their mouth, and there's not enough give. So the 2.0, really, they stepped it up, and they made a better rod. And this is a winch series, so this is their cranking rod. This is a 7-foot medium. I was using it for lipless. Actually caught my personal best before I left on this, 10 pounds. So here's another Lew's Tournament MB. Upgraded this one too with the power handle. What else about this rod? I don't know. It's just really light. It's a nice rod for $100. I really do want to upgrade all my rods to iRods though, because the rods. Like I said, I don't know what to tell you about it. You gotta try it out. It's awesome. They're awesome rods. Here's another rod I got. I've had this reel for a while. This is a Revo SX made by Abu Garcia. It's I think the Generation 2. So it's just been really reliable. Super smooth. I'll probably end up selling it though, because I'm gonna upgrade my reels, some of my reels at least, the ones I've been using for a while. And then I have it on a Falcon Buku 6'6", I think it is. Yeah, 6'6" medium action. I use this for smaller spinner baits. You can use it for smaller crankbaits too. Great all around rod. Falcon makes some awesome rods too if you're interested in buying one of those. Next, I've got a 13 fishing Omen black rod. I think it's the Omen black, yeah. This is a 7'1" medium heavy, and yeah, I like these rods, but it really is. These are kind of stiff to me. I mean, they're really sensitive and stuff. And I use the crap out of this rod. I used it a lot, but it was just kind of stiff. So I guess you could use this for flipping and stuff like smaller baits, but to me it was too stiff for. I haven't tried any of their other. I know they had new rods come out this year. They looked like they had changed it up some, so I might try one out. But here's a Lew's BB1 Pro. This is an awesome reel too for something under $200. I think they're on sale at Tack Warehouse right now. But for something under $200, this is a great reel. This is I think it's 711. Yeah, 711 gear ratio. I got some braid on there. I was throwing a little swim jig on there. Nasty Ed Baits. What? Yeah, that's a 13 Fishing. Really is a great company. They've got some awesome new stuff coming out, and the reels. Can't say enough about the reels. So, here's another Powell. This is a Powell Inferno. This is the jerkbait and topwater rod. This is a 6'10" medium heavy, medium fast action. So, this is an awesome jerkbait rod. Love it. I will not get rid of this one. I think these are priced at like $110, but Powell makes some great stuff, so can't go wrong with them. And what I got paired with is a Bass Pro Carbon Light reel. They don't make this one anymore. This reel is so reliable. I can't get over it. It's just always been there for me, and I've had it for 3 years now, and it never ceases to amaze me that it just never has any problems. And it's still smooth like when the day I got it out of the box. So these are really hard to find. I'm really considering about selling it. I'm not really sure, but just a great reel. I might end up keeping it just because it's been so reliable. This one's a 6:4 gear ratio reel. So next, sorry guys, it's gonna be a long video. I got too many rods to talk about. I got a Kiesler Magnesium TS. They don't make this rod anymore, but this is the telescopic rod, so it extends out. I think this one's, what is it, 7'9". This is a cranking rod for them. Extremely light for being such a big rod. I use this for all my deep cranking and stuff, and it's unbelievable. I actually bought this for my friend because he was wanting to get rid of it. So, love this rod. It has the Fuji micro guides. So, paired with it, I got a Curado 200 5E or E5. This to me is one of the best reels ever made, the Curado 200E series. After that, they kind of went downhill with the I think it's the G series. And then they had the new one for last year come out, which I haven't tried yet, but I've heard it's a lot better than the G series. So I think it's the I. But this is just, to me, is just an all-around great reel. Like, it was my first. It wasn't my first baitcaster, but it was my first. Like, I stepped it up past $100. Baitcasters, and I finally got it, and I just haven't. I got a 200E7, and then I decided to get the 200E5, and I haven't looked back since. It's one of my best reels. Next, I've got another 200E7. Oh, this is a 200E7, and this is on a Powell Diesel 7'. What is this? 6, and this is extremely medium heavy, extremely fast. So. This is you can use this as a pitching rod and a punching rod. That's what I was using it for. I'm trying to see what it goes up to, the lure weight. Well, it says it goes up to a ½ ounce. I highly doubt you can use bigger than ½ ounce. I've used almost an ounce on this before, but great rod and reel. Powell Diesel is a great rod. This is the first version of it, so. It's just, you get what you pay for. It's a great rod for, I think it's under $100. It's right at $100, but it's, I don't know, if that's what you can afford, then I mean it's a great rod. But if you can, obviously get something better, and then that's the Curado 200E7. I probably won't be using that rod anymore. It's not as sensitive as some of my other rods, so no point in using it. Lastly, well, I got 3 more. I got a Mojo Bass, another Crankster rod. This is the Glass 7'4" medium heavy power, or it's just a medium power. Great rod. I use this for medium divers. You can use a little bit bigger ones on here. This is the another 200E5 Curado. Like I said, this is one of my favorite reels that they've made. So, just really nice combo. Mojo Bass, made by St. Croix. St. Croix is another awesome company. I know Kicking Your Bass TV is sponsored by him, so if you really like their rods or you want to try them out, go watch some of his videos. I know he has some of the rods and reels on there, or just the rods. I only have one spinning combo. It's funny how much I've changed. When I started out fishing, I just used spinning reels and that's it. I was even cranking with spinning reels, which is like almost impossible because you're so tired by the end of the day if you're throwing a crankbait on a spinning setup. So I only have one left. This is for finesse. It's a Kumara, a Shimano Kumara. They still make these, but I got such a good deal on it, I had to buy one. But it's I think it's medium light, medium power, but it's really sensitive, so it's perfect for finesse action. Like when you're drop shotting, stuff like that. And then I got paired with a Shimano Stratic FJ. This is the 2500 series, I want to say. Yeah, 2500. Awesome reel. Probably my favorite spinning reel I've ever used. And it's you can use this in saltwater too, so it's a nice little finesse setup. And then lastly, I don't have a rod for it yet. I'm gonna get the iRod swim bait rod. I could have sworn I bought one, but I cannot find it in my garage. I don't know what happened to it. Anyways, I got a Curado 300E. This thing's a beast. It's I mean, it's made. You could probably use this in saltwater. I would not try to get sand in it though. That would probably be a problem. But this reel is a beast. It's a 6:3-to-1, I want to say. Where is the gear ratio on here? I don't know, but you guys, if you can look it up. It's the Curado 300E. Just an absolute beast of a reel, perfect for swim baits. So yeah, I'm gonna get into swim bait fishing a lot this year. I bought a lot of cool swim baits while I was deployed. I spent way too much money. But I'm really excited to try catching these huge fish. And then I should have some more videos coming up soon about me making some of those new jigs that will be hitting our website soon. So yeah, stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any comments or questions or anything like that, leave them down below, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. And then just leave a like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later.